Good morning, everybody. Excuse me. It's 10:30 in the morning. I am back in my parents' driveway. I got here really early at like 7 in the morning, and I just pulled in and I just went right back to sleep in the back of my van. And I woke up about half an hour ago. I'm still tired, but I got stuff to do. Anyways, I'm going to be continuing on diagnosing the fuel injection problems I'm having with Big Blue. She's just not idling right when she's cold, and sometimes she'll stall when I put her into gear. And typically speaking, that's usually an IAC motor problem, which I've already replaced twice. So it's time to keep on going. It's got to be something with the IAC circuit, a plug, or maybe the ECU. So as you recall, I had this thing on the brick and we'll be using it again today. But last week on eBay, I spent 25 bucks and I got one of these. This is the troubleshooter guide for all the domestic makes, and it covers Fords from about 83 to 1999 or 2000. So I've been kind of glancing through this and reading all the procedures for setting curb idle. And it's actually pretty complicated. It's a lot more than what I expected. Dodges, it's pretty easy. You just turn the screw until you see the right curb idle RPM. There you go. It came out of my mouth. But on Fords, it's this long, really involved process. That's just to set idle. So I get the feeling that it was just me not doing stuff right, rather than always thinking that there was something wrong with the IAC motor. So since I know that's new, so I'm going to go ahead and follow this procedure, and it's pretty complicated. You gotta disconnect the battery for 3 minutes. You gotta turn the stop screw, and then turn the engine back on, and then run it at 1800 RPM for 30 seconds. Yeah, this is a pretty impressive number of steps here that I have to follow. So I'm going to go ahead and give that a go. That could be the entire problem here, because I did fiddle with the idle stop screw when I first changed the IAC motor, and that might have been a mistake. So anyways, I got this troubleshooter manual, and at the same time I also got the reference manual for the scanner itself concerning Fords. I've got the Dodge ones, and I've got the I've got the Chrysler manuals, but this one also includes Ford, the diagnostic one. So I'm going to be doing some reading this morning. And this is all kinds of tests that I didn't know really existed for Ford. So I'm going to be doing these. If anything, it's going to be a learning experience. I'm probably going to end up buying something called a breakout box. A breakout box is a Ford-only tool, or older Ford-only tool. I don't think they even use breakout boxes anymore for newer Fords. But on Fords, particularly from the 80s and 90s, the one thing you cannot do is back probe the EEC4 ECU connector. If you do, you will destroy the connector, and you'll end up having to buy a new wiring harness. So in order to diagnose individual circuit problems, you have to go get a breakout box, and that plugs in between the ECU and the ECU harness. And you can take your volt-ohm meter, and you can test individual circuits against each other, or against the ground, or against the chassis, and be able to pinpoint wiring problems, which I kind of wish Ford didn't do. But I have all the tools in the world to fix Dodge, but not a Ford, so I'm gonna have to buy one. But anyways, guys, that's what I'm doing today. Wish me luck.